kids only.
This is 1, 2, kids only.
Hey kids, Petaluma Pete here, and we are in downtown Petaluma right now, but we're going to go out of town a little bit to a wedding, and the new word that we're going to learn is wedlock. Have you ever heard that word before? Well, then come with me and let's find out what it's all about.
Wedlock is defined as a state of marriage, kids, or matrimony, and a wedding is an event where two people come together, sometimes in front of friends and family, and make pledges to each other, with the end result being wedlock. This wedding was held on the outskirts of town on a farm. Now, don't ask me why, but for some reason, the groom is not supposed to see the bride before they start the ceremony, and we're going to have to wait to see the bride too, but here's the groom, and he has the help of a wedding planner, complete with clipboard. When it came time for everyone to be seated, they were all handed a little container of bubble-making soapy water, which was a replacement for throwing rice, an older tradition, and true to form, the groom's family and friends were seated on one side with the seniors right up front, and the bride's people on the other side with the seniors right up front. And we're still waiting on the bride, but the music started, and the first people down the aisle were the grandparents of the bride, who also owned the farm, so hey. And then down the aisle comes all the bridesmaids and groomsmen, 2 by 2. And even though it was Saturday, they were all dressed up in their Sunday finest with shiny shoes and carrying fresh flowers with big smiles and looking all dapper and beautiful and heading for the front of the area there, and still no bride. But here comes the flower girls, whose job is to look so cute that it makes people start crying. And the other thing these flower girls are asked to do is to throw flower petals on the ground as they are walking in anticipation of the bride appearing, or to simply dump the whole basket of flower petals into a big pile right there in the middle of the aisle. Wait a minute, kids, I think I hear her coming. Yes, it's true. Here at long last comes the bride. And she is all happy and bubbly, which is also a requirement at these events, and the ceremony begins. And one of the other traditions is that the two people heading for wedlock put rings on one another's fingers that are intended to stay there for the rest of their lives. And then they kiss each other, and the deed is done.
Family and friends, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Hill.
Then, if that's not enough, kids, the bride and groom feed each other cake. And then the bride throws her flowers backwards into a gaggle of single girls. And the groom flips the bride's garter into a group of reluctant males. Well, that about wraps it up, kids. Remember to be nice to everyone, listen to your teachers, and eat more veggies, and Petaluma Pete will dance at your wedding.